Hello, friends. I'm getting ready to go to the beach with Jean and Phoebe. Yeah, I'm like tired and I'm excited to go to the beach and like do nothing and just sit there and like finish listening to Twilight and then start my new book. I'm watching Julia here. I think it's here. I really like her YouTubes. Oh, you're following me. I like her YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm putting on toner right now. I've been using the Biodance Skin Relief Mild pH Toner, exfoliating toner. I wanted one that had like a PHA, a BHA or something, because what I really like using are these. I think this really helps my acne. These are the Dennis Grossman ones, but these are like $100. And I only buy them when mine like really breaking out, but they have, it's a PHA, BHA peeling like toner pad. I didn't make that up, right? I'm like 99% sure that's what it is, so I always look for something that has like that in it. Also this little, it's a bear that's sitting right here, a furry bear that's propping y'all up. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I shouldn't be surprised that it's done. I'm an iPad child. Like, I'm sorry, but I am. I was watching it while I was taking my shower. So I shouldn't be surprised that it's done. People say that you're supposed to like go upwards to prevent wrinkles, but I just feel like that's so uncomfortable. Like, I want to go down, but I know I shouldn't. I try my best to go upwards, but I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't happen all the time. Okay. Since we're gonna be outside all day and the UV in California or Southern California is actually insanity. Like, I'm originally from Texas, but I've never experienced getting tan like I get tan here. I'll just get darker, like hella darker. Like, can y'all see this difference? This is where my Apple Watch sits. This is how dark I am. So yeah, the Roche-Posay one I think is so far the best that I found for not like transferring and not leaving sticky dew on me. And I also don't want it to leave any sticky dew on my car, so I try to do it as early as I can remember. And once I get to the beach, I'll apply some more to like my stomach and stuff, so I just don't want to take off my shirt and then like put it back on again. But yes, this is called the Roche-Posay Anthelios Melt in Milk Sunscreen. I can attest, I think it melts in. Okay, and then I'll put sunscreen on for my face. I know you're probably not supposed to like do it like that, but because now the body sunscreen is getting on my face, but I don't care. This is also the centella, or the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella one with the Japanese rating. I love this one because it doesn't make me literally just leach out oil leach out oil. So I highly recommend. I also know you're probably not supposed to put this directly like on your face, but yet again, I don't care. no white cast, which I love. Because while I love La Roche-Posay, their like really popular sunscreen has a terrible white cast on me. I don't know if I'm not doing it right or I'm making it up with my mind, but I looked whack. I looked whack last time I did that, so yeah. Okay, and then also I got this when I was in Korea from a place called Kinfolk, and I love it. I think this is what I think I smell like, you know? Not what other people think I smell like. This is what I want to smell like every day. So I always put a little bit because obviously I'm not going to Korea often and I'm not in Korea. So I just try to put a little bit on because I want to savor it. But yeah, now I'm just gonna like pack my beach bag, I guess. Yeah. We got short rib noodles, we've got beef noodles, and then times two, and then pickled cucumber and chicken cutlet that we already ate a little bit of. This is the following day, so I'm at a coffee shop in Glendale called Reborn Coffee. The coffee was actually really good, so if you're in the Glendale area, I highly suggest going. It wasn't too crowded, a good place to study. It's actually kind of funny watching this back because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I did not understand the things that I was being taught watching that video, and I was like, I'm so confused. Thought my outfit for the office today was really cute. Got this skirt that I got from GU in Japan, and actually I got this whole outfit from GU in Japan, and then I got this top from there as well. But I just thought it was cute. I've never worn a skirt to the office. I realize that now. I don't know why. I could. It's not like someone said no. Hello. I'm at a park in Riverside. I was like, let me just read my book because I'm at like, you know, when you have a whole bunch of books on hold and they're like 2 months, 3 months, like they won't come in at all, and then all of a sudden everything's coming in at once, and like it's like, oh my gosh, I can't do this all at the same time. That's exactly how I feel right now. I put a whole bunch of books on hold, right, at the library, and that's great, that's nice, and I started listening / reading, but mostly listening to the last book of Twilight because I finished New Moon or Eclipse, whichever one is the second one. I finished it, and then I was like, I should take a break and read something else. Couldn't. Because everything that I wanted to read was either like not out yet, or not at my library, or just not there, right? Like I couldn't read it, or the hold was super crazy. And so I put a whole bunch of books on hold, and one of the books up to a year hold, right? One of the books my library didn't even have, but I could like request that they like purchase it or whatever. So then I embark on Breaking Dawn, and I am like, Breaking Dawn's pretty long, but that doesn't really bother me. So I was like, great, it'll be good. I'll dive back into the world of Twilight. Reading Breaking Dawn, chilling, leisurely. And then all of a sudden, my thing tells me, oh, one of the holds is here. I'm like, okay, which one? The library decided to buy, which I'm not mad about. I'm happy. But I'm like, too many at once. The library decided to buy the book that I like requested. And so now I got that book, but it has no audio, so I'm just purely reading it. And I read like paper to eyes to paper. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I read super slow. Not like crazy slow, but slow that it kind of irritates me, because I know listening to it and like reading with my eyes, I can go so much faster. But yeah, so I got that book, but then I'm still reading Breaking Dawn. I'm like more than halfway through, but when I have too many things out, meaning 2, because that's all I have, it gives me so much anxiety, which is unnecessary. I have quite a while to read these books, but I've just been thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to finish, and I read slow, so it's like extra bad. So I was like, let me come to a calm and serene place to read. So I came to Riverside because I went to school here in Riverside, and there's I think an acai bowl place that I love that's not like a chain, it's only here. It's called Flavor Theory. So whenever I come to Riverside, I always get Flavor Theory. It's not like Riverside's very far, but it's a drive enough where I have to consciously make that decision. So I got Flavor Theory, and I was like, I'll just sit at the park and read. And I found this cute little bench, and I'm like, wow, it's so nice. I'll show you guys like a video of it somewhere in the video. But I was just like, I'm reading this, and I'm like, I wish I could read faster. I wish like my eyes and like my brain could just take in the words faster. Yeah, I feel like a little bit like my brain lags when I read the books, like just my mind, no audio. So yeah, that's a little annoying, but the book is like interesting. It's really weird. Like I'm trying to understand. It's called Evenings and Weekends, and it's an interesting book. I was told that it was supposed to be about a whale that gets beached I think that's what it's called, when like a whale or a big fish that you can't necessarily like move away gets rolled up on the shore, beached, I think is what it's called, on the Thames in England. I think it's in London to be specific. But honestly, like that's happening, but it apparently all takes place in one weekend. And I'm learning about all these characters, and I'm trying to understand like what's going on. So I'm gonna be honest, like it's a little weird, but not weird because it's like craziness is happening. Like the beached whale at this moment has nothing to do with anything. It's just there, and everybody's like, oh, there's a whale beached on the Thames. That's kind of it. So I don't know, I'm just learning about people's background, and like I guess it's like they're kind of like a family, but I can't tell if it's like 2 separate families yet. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little confused. I'm only on chapter 3. I'm only 31 pages into the book, so there's 251 pages, so I'm like, there's a long way for me to go. But hopefully at the end of the video I'll put in like all the books that I read since the last time I gave a little book update, because I have read a few other books that I really did enjoy. So yeah, just thought I would show y'all. I know my hair is different. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, and my hair is like in its natural state. I'm just so like lazy. That's why I have braids. I'm extremely lazy. This is like the most dressed up it can get with me. But I thought I would film a little like what I read recap. This is like so late. I finished these books like a few weeks ago, but I actually read like 5 or 6 books. Well, read / listened to. So I like fully listened to like some of the Twilight ones, but then I also read some others that were like good and bad. So I finished Twilight. Love. No one can ever tell me like Twilight's bad. I'm sorry. I know some people don't like it. I know some people don't like the acting. I know some people are like, it's cheesy. I eat up that cheese then, because I love it. I love Twilight. It makes me cry every time at the end. And I'm not like, I would say, a real big crier. So the fact that every time it finishes, I'm like, forever, and that makes me so sad is crazy work. But I love it. And I think it's because I like grew up watching Twilight and like knowing what it was, and I think that's why it's more like nostalgic for me. But I listened to Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. Yeah, Stephanie Meyer, love it. I loved it. Then I read A Dance of Thieves. I got this at a thrift shop, like it wasn't a thrift shop, it was like a book thrift, if that makes sense. It's like a bookstore, but they were selling everything for really cheap. And I had seen Dance of Thieves before, like in a lot of other places, and I was like, oh well, I'm here, why not like pick it up? And it was like $6 or something, $6 or $7, and I was like, for sure. And I got it, and I was so surprised. I loved it. I thought it was so good. But I will say, I'm not a literary connoisseur. Like, I just want to feel good at the end of the book, or like feel like, oh, I need more, right? Like, I don't really necessarily think I'm some literary expert who is drawing some deep meanings from the book. I'm not. Sometimes I'm just in it for a happy good time. And this gave that to me. This is actually like a duology, and I just got the second book from the library. But I would say, like, you don't have to read the second book. Like, you could stop just at this one. It's that good. And it ends well. Like, you don't really need to know more after. But I liked it so much that I was like, oh, next one, please. Then is a book that I was like gifted in a random like book exchange book exchange. Like, we put in what we liked and they sent us books. This was crazy work. I will like put something here because this is like spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, this is called 1,000 Boy Kisses. If you don't want to hear a spoiler about this, log off or skip, and I'll put where to skip to. This was actually whack. Why does she die? Why why do they both die? That was crazy. It was like A Fault in Our Stars, but worse. And I don't know if maybe I just now know I don't like cancer books. Like, I just feel like that's devastating. I don't know. I was just like, and I read it because it's like, someone gave this to me, right? Someone thought this was good enough for me to give to someone else. And so I was like, okay, yeah, for sure, I'll read it. I did not know anything about this at all. At all, nothing. Wouldn't recommend, but if you're into things like that, like, this would be perfect. If you like To Fault in Our Stars, you'll probably like this. Yeah. The last book I read is called Theft, and this was about a family, like a multi-generational family, and they live in, I'm pretty sure it's Tanzania, I know nothing about Tanzania. Besides the fact that it is a country in Africa, I know nothing about it, and this wasn't necessarily helpful for to learn more about the country itself, just to learn more about their culture, their norms, like in a family, because I think that family cultures are also really different and really interesting to learn about. I think that it was a good book, but I hated the way, like, it ended. Like, I hate complacency, and I think in a lot of like family dynamics there's obviously a lot of that, because it's like, okay, you have to pick your battles. So this was definitely, I think, something like that, where it's like you have to pick your battles. But the overall book was good. I think it was a good read. I liked it a lot. But yeah, that is everything I read. I don't know, like, in the first, well, this is still the first half of August. I would say late June to first half of August. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have another one of these at every end of the vlog, but at the same time, there might be weeks or months where I don't read anything, so we'll see what happens. Now that we're rounding the end of the video, I thought I would come and just give you guys a little rundown on who I am. So obviously my name is Sophie. I'm 24 years old. I live in Southern California, and I thought that I should just start documenting and publishing what I do. I live like a totally normal life. I got a normal 9 to 5. I love traveling. I love learning about new cultures and people, and I love learning new languages. I only speak English. I love like taking in new languages and just sharing what I'm doing. I think that lots of people live normal lives and they think that maybe it's a little too boring to share. I'm guilty of thinking that as well. But as I watch other YouTubers and like vloggers do it, I think I love watching their normal lives. I love seeing people that are doing things that I also consider normal and that I do in my everyday life. So hopefully I'll take you guys around and we can just experience things together. You can exist with me. So hopefully you guys stick around and we have a good time together. And we get to see lots of different stuff and experience things. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week.